Everybody, and welcome back to Play It Again. I'm Sue. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you are all having a fantastic day. Today we are getting into a song called Dead Disco by Metric. And for those of you who don't know, Metric is an indie band from Canada, and they've been around since the late 90s, and they have some really cool stuff. And they, in my opinion, just never have gotten the kudos that I believe they deserve. They this is actually the inspiration for me doing this video today. I actually was in the car listening to the radio, and the song Eclipse came up by Metric. You may know this song, you may not know that you know this song, but it was in the soundtrack of the Twilight series, I believe in 2010. And anyway, so it inspired me to go, wow, you know what, I haven't heard a lot of their music from back in the day. So we're going back 20 years for this one, for Dead Disco. This was a really great song, and I really loved this whole album. So I'm really looking forward to doing this. And if you've never experienced any of Metric, please look them up if you like this song, because maybe it's something that you might find that could go down a rabbit hole and check out and love too. All right, so let's get right into it. Dead Disco by Metric. And if you could all like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so, it really does help me to grow, and it really does show me that I'm going in the right direction. Here we go. Dead Disco by Metric, and they are a Canadian indie band. Here we go. I love this song. You know, the ironic thing, I think, for this song is that they're talking about, you know, dead disco, dead funk, dead rock and roll. Basically, they're talking about music sounding the same. And there's so many artists that are out, and they were saying this 20 years ago, so many artists out at the time that were starting to sound the same, and then all the music sounded the same, and there was nothing different. But the irony, I believe, in this song is that this is actually a kind of a dance rock and roll song, and I think they've done that on purpose, and they just pull this kind of irony off very well, I think. And the one thing I love about this song is the bass line that goes through this whole song. It's really cool, and it's very consistent through the whole thing, and I love it. And the drums, you know, they're really holding that beat, and I really, really enjoy that. But Emily Haynes' voice, she's great. I really like her. She can go from really soft and quiet sounding to quite strong and powerful sounding, and she has a very kind of pleasing voice. And anyway, I hope you're enjoying all of this, because this is a really fun one for me. I haven't heard this song in a long time. It came out in 2003, so it's been 20 years. And again, I don't know where the time has gone, because it didn't seem that old. When I actually looked the song up, I was like, whoa, I can't believe this is 20 years old. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying it. I'm going to back it up a wee bit just to get back into the vibe of it. There's that bass line.
Touchdown, look around, everyone's the same.
Ah, that was so fun. So upbeat. It's just it's one of those songs that just kind of makes me smile just because it's got such a great beat. Everything about it, the guitar, the drums, the bass line, which is amazing. And when she's playing the keyboards there, what I really like about that is it really kind of has a real throwback feel to me anyway. And you guys give me your opinion on what you thought of that particular part. But it really has for me a very sound of that British new wave or new romantic kind of music that was coming out in maybe the late 70s, the early 80s by bands like Duran Duran or Spandau Ballet. And I don't mean their stuff like Gold or, Hungry Like the Wolf. I mean stuff like, older stuff, like To Cut a Long Story Short or, something like that. I think that was Planet Earth, perhaps. I think it kind of has a neat kind of feel to it, and it does give me a bit of a throwback feel. Anyway, that was a lot of fun for me. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you have other bands or artists that, maybe in your neck of the woods just maybe doesn't get the flowers that they deserve and maybe kind of has this sort of indie kind of feel, put it down in the comments and let me know, because I'd love to explore some of that. And maybe you can expose me to some of the more indie bands that have been around in your countries or in your neck of the woods. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. And my fun fact for the day is that they actually recorded a disco version of this song, which I think is kind of funny because this did have a dance beat. You could definitely dance to this version of the song, but it did have that disco kind of rock feel to it. But they did a disco version of this song. And since they did a disco version of the song, they called this one Dead Rock and Roll. Seems fitting somehow. They are full of irony, this band. Anyway, I think that wraps it up for the day. So everybody have a joyful day, and I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.